It's week 5 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the football team and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Football Team and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they come. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
The same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Akers has got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's going to get this down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And down inside the 15, shot
loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a look here at their go-to guy down in the opening run.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up.
Operating from the gun, Tyson. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? The big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
Looking to throw. Tyson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the... And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's September. They're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass run. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put they want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
It becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Gibbs. He is go.
Surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and start deeper route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown. Nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. James after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both. Davis to another one in Orlando. The coach, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
And they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to go down here, a sack for halftime. After the sack on first down, under pressure, and they got to him again. A third and long. Third and long, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will tie things up as we head toward
game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's Isabella open on the right side.
First down, Washington.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the slant, this is Chark.
I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And his kick is good. On halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what...
We now proceed to to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds.
Offense and widen this margin too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, he's not going to get there.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. Early jitters are long gone. That they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. On first down, Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Looking to throw. Tyson escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield. On third down, Tyson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here.
People would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams hit
from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Throwing again. Tyson buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. The open man is Chark. It's complete. I'm up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're well past midfield. Operating from the gun, Tyson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue?
They worked out all week, and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
Now an option play on second down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in?
And 10 from the 25. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Down 10. He'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for L.A., it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head